Everyone say hi to Lola before she starts squeaking, because we all know she will. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. I am filming on Easter and I think I'm uploading on Easter, but if not, happy April Fool's Day, because I know it'll be tomorrow, if not today. Today we are going to talk about my April TBR, and honestly I should probably rename this to April Hopefuls. The books that I'm hoping to get to. I have not had a consistent number of books that I've been reading the past few months, so I feel like I just never know what kind of reading month it's going to be. I do have a vacation coming up, like a week-long vacation, and I also have like an event that I'm working for a whole weekend, so I know for a fact like there's going to be a lot of reading time lost or maybe gained on my vacation. We never know. I'm going to Hawaii, so I could read a lot on the beach. I have a long list of books that I'm hoping to get to this month, and it's so funny because I just feel like the list keeps getting longer and longer, but the actual read list doesn't necessarily get that much longer, so you know. So let's get right into what I'm going to read. Before that, I just wanted to talk about the fact that I have a Bookstagram. So if you do not follow me on there, go ahead and give me a follow on there. I have been posting pretty regularly, so you can see more like book updates from me. And I've had a lot of fun with it. So if you're interested, go follow me there. I have free TBR templates, which my April one will be posted tomorrow. So that will be ready. But actually, let's get into my TBR now. So I'm gonna start off with Kindle Reads, I think. And if you like to see physical books more, feel free to skip in the time bar down below. I always timestamp everything, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to watch. Sorry about the tripod. Lola is leaning up on it. Okay, on the Kindle for April, we have a few things that I want to read. We have It All Comes Back to You. I know it's a love story, and this is what I'm reading for my book club with my friends, so I'm excited to read it. We've been having so much fun with book club. We started in January and we've been doing it every month. So it's been really fun, and it also pushes me to read things that I probably wouldn't normally read. So that's also been really fun. The next book that I want to read on my Kindle is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I got the physical book of This Could Be Us from work, and I didn't realize that it was a part of a series. So I don't think that you necessarily have to read the first one in order to understand the second one, but I wanted to be able to understand like any, even if it's small, any little like small plot lines or Easter eggs or whatever in the book. So I figured I would probably just read both of them, and I've heard such good things about Kennedy Ryan, so I'm actually really excited. It's also so different from things that I've been reading that I feel like it could be fun to like explore a new genre. So Before I Let Go is definitely on the list, and then if I love it, I honestly could see myself picking up This Could Be Us. But realistically, I'll probably get to that more in like May. But I definitely want to read Before I Let Go, and I kind of designated it as my vacation read for this trip, so that is the plan. Also, on a sidebar in terms of Kindle Reads, like just personal interests that I've been reading, I've been reading this book called Published, which is basically how to self-publish. That probably won't be finished for a while because I'm reading it in parts as I'm like writing a book, so that probably won't be finished for a while, but maybe I'll make some progress in writing and reading it, so we'll see. I also have been reading Seek Him First, which is basically like how to incorporate God time in your life. So just reading that. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's very well written, but I read it before bed and it brings me like a peace of mind, and then I fall asleep really peacefully, so it's been a good like before I go to sleep book, you know. Also, my channel will definitely be focused more on like fictional reads and like more mainstream nonfiction things, but I do want to include like anything that I'm reading just for personal interest, just to keep things like entirely transparent and genuine with everyone. And I know things like religious books or things like that may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm never really going to talk about that much on my channel, like at least for this foreseeable future. So just know that I may be mentioning like I'm reading this, but that's just my own personal journey that I just wanted to share with you, that I am also on the side of YouTube. I have a whole stack of physical books that I want to get to in April, so let's go through them. I obviously talked about the 24 books that I want to read in 2024, which I did complete A Touch of Darkness in March, so that checked a book off. And then I also really wanted to read Mame, or someone told me how to say this the other day. I think it is Mame. Mame? I don't know. Someone please tell me how to say this, please. But I really want to get to this book. I feel like it just has a spring cover and, oh, hold on. Yeah, Mame. That's what it says. It literally says it on the inside cover, and I never saw that before. I am very interested in this book. I know that this explores like Maddie's life. It says Maddie's life in London, kind of like her dynamics with her sister and her mom, and also explores like some racial themes. There's a line in the summary talking about like how Maddie is tired of being the only Black person in meetings. So we'll get into some racial themes, and I'm just excited to read this. I heard that it is a little bit deeper, but I'm excited to read it just to kind of like get out of my comfort zone and start reading things that like don't fit into the same genres as everything else that I'm reading. So I did want to pick this up, especially like I've been reading so much dark romance and fantasy. I just need something different, and this is it. So I'm excited to do this. Let's actually talk about the books that I've been reading that I want to finish in April. So Pride and Prejudice, I've been talking about this for like 3 months now. Nothing new, still have not made progress, so considering DNFing, but I also just like to pick up a classic here and there, so this might honestly take me a year. We are literally still on page 66. I also talked about how I wanted to read In Order to Live in March. I did not get all the way through it, but I actually made a good amount of progress yesterday, so I'm on page 88. It's very interesting. It's also very heavy. So, and just the things that she has gone through in her life are a lot. Lola, we're not going to bite the tripod. Anyway, everything that she has gone through in her life, to just living in North Korea and then also escaping, is just a lot. So it's been so interesting to read about, and it really puts my life into perspective, and I'm like, I am so grateful for my life and where I live and the freedoms that I have, but it's just a little heavy, so it's taking me longer than I thought, but I know I'll finish it in April, so excited to finish that. I also am in the middle of A Touch of Ruin. I'm still filming my Hades and Persephone vlog of reading the whole series. It turned into me reading all 7 of the books, including Persephone and Hades POVs, rather than just Persephone's POVs, which is only 4 books, and so that's slowed me down. I finished A Game of Fate this month. I want to finish this because I'm in the middle of it. It shouldn't take me that long, but I'm just really enjoying the series, and I know it's just gonna take me longer than I thought to finish the whole thing, so just expect a chunky video soon. I don't know when, but soon. Okay, so back to the other Kindle books that I want to read. I'm going to read the rest of Hades POVs on my Kindle. So I think the next one is A Game of Retribution, and then there's also A Game of Gods. So obviously I'll read those like in the reading order that is suggested, along with A Touch of Malice, which will be after I finish A Touch of Ruin and A Game of Retribution. This will be next. And then after I read A Touch of Gods, I am going to read A Touch of Chaos, which, by the way, this is the indie bound. I filmed this like for my vlog, but look at the indie exclusive edition. It's so beautiful. And then the actual like book cover is also stunning. But yes, I am like very in love with this series and the characters, and I've just slowed way down because I am devouring it, but also savoring it, because I just don't really want the world to be over. I did go to the Scarlett St. Clair book signing, and it was cool because she was talking about how she does plan to do a series with Persephone, and I forgot how to say his name, but her husband, and also a few other characters. So I know there's more Scarlett St. Clair coming, and I'm really excited about it. I also know she hasn't started it yet, so we have a few years. But I'm excited to have that series in the future and just get back into like similar worlds, because I just love the dynamic of like the upper world and the underworld and Olympus and all the things. Like, it's just such a fun series. So then, as a buddy read with my friend Kaylee, which I've talked about on this channel before, hi Kaylee, because she watches my videos, I am going to read Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed, and we both are really excited about reading this. It's like a standalone fantasy novel, so I'm excited about this, especially because it's just much different than a lot of the other things that I've been reading. I feel like that's the theme, is like I just need to shake it up. So I've talked a little bit about this before. I still just don't know much about it, but I'm excited to read it. And then the last thing, I'll either listen to this on audiobook or I'll read on my Kindle, but Housemaid, I really want to read that. I've gotten into thrillers recently and I've loved listening to them on audiobook. I'm currently finishing up The Paris Apartment, which I'll probably be done with like today. And so that's been a fun one, but I really like listening to thrillers on audiobook. I would really like to get into Frida McFadden as a writer, because it's interesting to me that she writes thrillers in so many different settings, and she's all over every list. So I just would like to read a few of her books. So we're gonna start the Frida McFadden journey and see how we like it. And that actually concludes my whole April TBR. That is everything that I hope to get to in April. I hope that your March reading month went well. Mine was a little slow because I was just trying to get through the Touch of Darkness series. Like I said, I was just trying to force it. I was honestly just trying to force the timing on it, and I just don't need to force it. So I don't think that I will finish that series in April, but they're all on my TBR, because if I could, that would be great. I would love to hear what you are planning to read in the month of April, so feel free to let me know below. And other than that, I hope you had a great weekend and a good start to your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.